Okay, let's hope that's enough light to see it. So, anyways, kind of get this fucking back. Find those pieces again. Yep, crank them in. Okay, cut those out. Here's where I should have added super glue first thing to actually kind of adhere those fucking layers together. Need better fucking scissors. Do yourself a favor and throw away your bad scissors. Don't leave them on your tying desk. Like, you're gonna regret it. But anyways, I'm not afraid of this fucking super glue right now. I definitely want to get it cranked in there pretty good. So this is also going to be a part of the fly. I completely cheat the fuck out of this. You guys are going to see why I call it a scab-oid, not a graboid, okay? Because this is a guide fly. It is not a give a fuck. We're not putting this in any competitions, fly tying competitions or any shit like that. I won't win a fucking thing, I can assure you that. So what am I using here? I think this is like some fucking rainbow tinsel shit. I don't even know what it is. I can pull it back out here. It's Vivus. I don't know what it's called, but it's got like some rainbowy glitter to it. Halo, probably what it's called. This is just one wrap, kind of over the other. Nothing fancy at the back, no hot spots, none of that shit. This is a down and dirty, like legitimately fucking dirty fly. Clip that the fuck out of your life. Okay, and here's where things get really fucking down and dirty. If you have any EP brush, I don't even know which one this is. I think this is, fuck, who makes it? 5D. I think 5D makes this. It has some rubber legs in it. It's pink. But pretty much what it is it's craft fur. It's craft fur and rubber legs, right? So, and I was going to add my own rubber legs, but I'm not even going to now that I'm using this. But here's what I do that's a little bit of a fucking hyper hack. I literally just learned this, and it definitely didn't exist in the original fly that I tied a few weeks ago. What's beautiful about these, I always talk about it always, is that it's stainless steel wire. Like, you literally can't bust it out. It's never gonna go anywhere, ever. So it's fucking so cool to use it. But you kind of have to, work it first, especially when you stuff it back in the package the way that I do. Or you're gonna end up with like these crazy big fucking bulky messes, and no one wants that. And I even clip it. Like, I'll find the other end of it, and I'll take my hackle pliers or whatever and clip it. And it helps me know like where that wire is somehow. I don't know. You really have to have water nearby, which I don't. Water really helps with this shit because it's so thick that if you don't have it, you're going to have a really tough time. But right now I'm going to deal with what I've got. So actually, I want to show you guys this fucking trick. So we're going to scrap this, okay? Let's pull this one out of here. Save that for fucking another day. I think this is 1.5 and this is 1.5. They're technically two different colors. One's like a pink and one's a hot orange or something is what it would be called. But if you take one and you get the thing fucking tied in. Oh wow, I busted my thread right off. Yeah, it's got a sharp edge, so. Okay. Get one kind of tied into the side here. Then we're gonna get another one tied in. So now we have two pieces of this, right? You gotta strip away some of the material, create a tie-in point just like you do with anything fucking else. Keep that one off to the left, keep this one right on top when I do it. Now I've got this. It's a V, right? Brush it out a little bit. Brush this one out a little bit. Peel it back, get it wet, peel it back, wet, peel it back. Okay. Now here's what's gonna fucking it's gonna start to look like something you're familiar with, called a composite fucking loop. I hate composite loops, and this is essentially what I'm about to build here is a fucking composite loop, and you guys are gonna be like, what the fuck? It's really fucking neat, actually, to build a composite loop on steel wire with 2 different pieces of brush and still be able to put in it what you want to put in it. And so I really like this Glitz, the Solar Evil Magenta, and I'm going to add a few fucking pieces to it here, right here. Right? Get that fucking rabbit out of my way. I just dump it on here a little bit. Doesn't have to be nice. Doesn't have to be fancy. And I know I have some other crap in here. This is ostrich could go in here. Some fox could go in here. Whatever I wanted to put in here could go in here right now. I'm going to add a little bit of this chromatic shit. Right? Now you're starting to see what's happening here, right? Yep. Okay. I'm going to take this one, I'm going to squish it onto this one. Where'd my fucking hackle pliers go? Now we have to fucking twist it up. Yeah, this is legit. It's fucking cool. Trust me. You gotta brush it out the same way you do. Now you might be asking like, well, why not just fucking build a composite loop at this point? Because this is still fucking better. This is stainless steel wire. It still is by far more fucking durable. It's not fucking going anywhere, ever. So, I like to trim up a fucking bit of it because I don't want it to be that fucking gigantic. And now you guys are gonna see kind of the magic fucking appear here. This is probably gonna be, I don't know, I'm gonna do probably 4 wraps. Seems to typically be the magic number here. So that's 1. Here we go, 2. Don't fucking tie them on top of each other. Do one in front of the other. Make sure of that. 3, and we're getting into this 4 right here. Boom. Release those fucking hackle pliers. Yep. All right. Now, as long as I have a cone on here, I'll usually use that cone to help me push it back, just because it makes it actually fun and easy to do. So, got to give it some brushes forward and some brushes back. I don't know if you can see, hopefully the camera's picking this up, but it's fucking cool. I mean, like, it builds in some kind of that sparkly flash that you want out of it. You can do with it what you please. It's still fucking easier. And by the way, I'm still working on it. I just put this together. Like yesterday, I was fucking around with it and I was going, oh my God, why don't I just fucking do this? And I had it laid on my desk instead of on the fly. I discovered later, or while I was doing it, I was like, what if I just left it on the fucking fly, which I just did. I don't know which works better yet, honestly. But as I refine it, you'll probably see me do more of it like in future shit. And it'll start looking better, I promise. Just because that's the fucking nature of how this works. Figuring it out right now. And I will refine it. So this is like hot pink crazy legs. What's the actual name of it? It is hot pink tipped crazy legs. That's what they call it. 2 of them. That ain't gonna be enough. We're gonna do more than that. It's gonna be like two down each side is what I think I'm gonna end up going for. So do one on this side. That's a loose wrap. Peel that back. Looks like that. Take another 2 of them. Trim down those edges. Those tips, I should say. I have to because I will pluck them right off. They come basically like glued together. And my tendency is to... I need to shut the fuck up for a minute, honestly. Just... Okay. Yep. That's a whole bunch of good securing wraps in there. So I feel fucking awesome about that now. Let me think about what definitely needs to happen is this fucking needs to come in here. The scab-oid, right? Where is it gonna go? It's gonna go about right fucking there. Here's what you gotta do. This hide that it comes on, it's fucking flesh, the leather. You gotta cut it at like an angle, at a V, and tie it in that way. Otherwise you end up with like this weird bulked out thing that doesn't quite fit on your shank the way you want it to. It's not gonna make you feel happy, but this will if you do this. Okay, good. So now we're almost running out of real estate. So what did I do? Actually, let me see. I think I can pull this fucking bead further forward. And I still have plenty. I have enough to get in the fucking pink marabou, which I think is like bubblegum. It's called bubblegum pink. There's bubblegum pink. It's just as fucking hot pink as you can get it. This is gonna occur right now. And then the flash. Flash color doesn't matter. You can use whatever you want. I have historically used whatever the fuck is like closest to me. I'll just grab it and that's what goes in my flies. Like this one. Even though I know there's another one that's just a little bit further out of my reach over there. But I'm not gonna go fucking reach for it when I can just reach this one. So we're gonna fucking tie in over here. That's a loose wrap. That's another loose wrap. Those stay on this side. I pull these ones on over. And these kind of come on over to this side. Now, you gotta trim them up. How to do this? You can angle your scissors, or you can pluck away at them like one at a time, like I do. Now, I kind of like doing it that way. Yeah. I just pulled one out. That's okay. I just pulled two out, actually. That's not okay. So, I'm just going to kind of see what the fuck happened here, get them tied back in, and then we'll stick that marabou in there. What would be cool is a piece of, as some guinea right here, and then the marabou. So that guinea would kind of pop through. I really fucking like achieving that look. Tying guinea like right under my marabou. I do. Boom. That's a lot down that side. Looks like not a lot going on over here, but that's more to figure out later, I guess. All right. I'm not going to do guinea because I think I'm feeling a little unconfident. I feel like I'm going to run out of room. The wispiest one I've got, or the one you don't want to fucking take too much time finding. So I've gotten really into this fucking thing ever since Jim kind of fucking told me this. I wish that this had been taught to me way fucking sooner, but I don't know if you see, I've carved this little fucking notch out of my marabou, just right there. So like my last wrap completes in a nice way. I never fucking knew that. And it could be said that it doesn't fucking much matter, but if Jim teaches me something, I'm at least going to consider it. And I considered this one, actually. So, he's a really fucking good tire, and I'm always thankful when he's teaching me some shit. So, for a while I didn't want to pretend like I needed any fucking help, but it turns out I'm not that good of a fucking fly tire, and so I could just fucking use any of the advice I can get when people want to give it to me, especially if they're fucking really awesome at doing this. So I keep bumping the fucking stupid camera like every effing time. So I've let this get fucking kind of away from me right now. I gotta get wrangled. Peeling back, there we go. Now it's back in order. Alright. And this is going to be, I think, the last one where it kind of polishes up the way Jim said it would. That's it. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Trim that out. And this is going to be how we conclude it this way, really. I put a single whip finish on, and then I'm going to dump my bobkin in some super glue, and basically super glue it under this brass cone. Brush it out. You know, we'll be able to see kind of it really have come to life here. And if I have just enough to, I don't know if you can see this, I'm gonna try, but usually I'll turn it upside down and I can push, because this cone is designed for, actually it's not a Pro Sport Fisher. The Pro Sport Fishers are so large that you usually have enough room to manipulate them. And you can like push them up and then add super glue underneath it, push it, give it a twist, and it locks everything in there completely forever and ever and ever. But what I'll do here is usually I just give my whole bodkin a significant dunk. We'll come in here, And if you can get it up under that cone, that's awesome. Then you give that cone the old push, twist, twist, twist. Let it sit there for 10 seconds and it's probably gonna be pretty well set. And that's it. Then you're gonna have a bunch of leftover residue on your fuckn use. Burn that off with a lighter. Don't inhale the fumes that come off of it unless you wanna. But that's pretty well it. I'm telling you, that's probably in place already. It is. Let's take it off of here. Take a look at it. So, let me get it actually in. Let's get it in some of these if I can. Yep. I mean, I think that's going to be what I want it to be. Boom, done. Okay.